Writing in a professional tone is so crucial in my career choice of sports broadcasting. If you don't appear professional or sound knowledgeable, you lose credibility. As a female looking to break into a male dominated field, I already have a few odds stacked against me, so sounding professional is something I can't afford to overlook. In the same aspect, I also find responding to bad news positively is something I can incorporate into daily life as a whole. My natural instinct is to become defensive when faced with an unfavorable response, but that never gets you anywhere. So, learning to respond to something negative in a positive light is huge in many aspects of daily life. The idea I have about representing myself through writing has changed immensely through this course. I've learned to write more with a purpose. Similar to how growing up I was always told to think before you speak, now I think before I write or post. Especially with the internet and the popularity of it, nothing's ever really deleted. I've learned to write with intention, and I ask myself, what do I want the reader to get from this? Am I expecting something out of them? Am I writing to entertain? Am I asking them to do something? Like with our proposals, we had to be direct in what we were looking for and not dance around the actual subject of our writing. People don't have time for the fluff, as my teachers used to always call it. They want to know what you want from them. I'm most proud of the proposal because it took me out of my comfort zone. It's always been hard for me to ask for help, and the fact this whole project was based on asking essentially a stranger for their help and convincing them why they should without them knowing me. It was challenging, and it helped me add a whole different aspect to my writing and made me more comfortable with convincing people why I'm worth it, which is going to be huge in my career choice because you kind of have to sell yourself. In terms of growing my writing, my greatest area to grow in would be the professional aspect. My dad was a stand-up comedian for a living, so sometimes I find it difficult to turn off that sarcasm tone I have or my easygoing nature. This can also benefit me, I know that, but it has to be in the right setting. I'll work on this by reading the situation, paying more attention to the circumstances on when being more laid back and not as professional or by the book is appropriate. That's always been hard for me. I tend to throw in jokes and kind of diffuse a situation, but that's not always called for. And learning when and where it's appropriate will be a game changer for me.